Taoiseach, the European Union has made very clear that in developing offshore renewable energy, one industry cannot replace another. And fishers on the East Coast are absolutely certain, I talked to them again today, I've raised it on several occasions in here, are saying that because you have let the developers decide certain sites, most notably the Kish and Codling banks, that their entire industry will be wiped out because the developers have decided the location and there's been no proper consultation with the fishers. They point out, for example, that their fishing gear is 600 metres in length, but the gap between each of the wind turbines will only be 800 metres. If they foul their gear on cables, on the turbines, it could be an absolute disaster. They say it will absolutely destroy the spawning grounds on those sandbanks for haddock, for cod, for whiting, for whelk, for crab and lobster, and wipe out an industry that creates about 800 to 1,000 jobs. What do you say to them?
Taoiseach, please.
Thanks, Deputy. There is a planning process, and before any offshore wind farm gets permission, there is a planning process, and the planning authorities have to listen to what the developers have to say, also have to listen to what the fishers have to say, and I'm sure they will, and will take account of what the best thing is to do. And I wouldn't dismiss their concerns whatsoever. The fishing industry is really important to Ireland, as is the offshore energy sector, or certainly will be, because it is the key to energy independence. But Deputy, I'm getting a bit confused about your approach to politics. Every day you're in here talking about the housing crisis and the climate crisis, and yet you're the one who in your constituency seems to be at the forefront of opposing housing and opposing renewable energy. It really doesn't make sense.